Oh, hello. My name is Beret, and sometimes I wear a beret, and I was just petting my exotic cat, the Lynx. You know the Lynx, it's probably one of the best 3D printed blasters of 2020. It's compact, it's thin, it's powerful, it's slamfire, bullpup. Orion Blasters did an amazing job with this blaster, and it shows based off of just how people have taken to it so far. I have this one in particular thanks to SilverFoxIndustries. So if you can't tell by the logo or my shirt, there. Now I have a fox on my head. This one they made for productional photos, but they also gave to me for free, so I am very thankful to have it in my possession. It's capable of just over 200 feet per second, which is very powerful. It's got a nice matching spring inside with their SF25. It's also become a very popular blaster on their site because they put a lot of work into making high quality 3D prints, which inevitably means that there are going to be some prints that don't come out super well, which is why I actually have a box of them with me today. Now the reason I have all these 3D printed parts is because I had an idea, and partially it's to repay them for giving me that free Lynx, but I want to make one myself, because I never have. I've built my own Talon Claw and Caliburn, but that's far and few between. I am a modder after all, and I need a better excuse as to why I don't build or mod too often. They gave me this opportunity to make something out of parts that weren't 100% there. They're calling them foxed up parts. You know, they're effed up, fire trucked up, if you will. But funny enough, some of these parts are actually just fine. Some of them are maybe slightly warped off the print bed, but others are perfect because they just needed to fill in the options because they didn't actually have too many foxed up parts. So aside from a wide variety of colorful Lynx pieces in here, I do have two hardware kits. These are just some of the bars, the other stuff and the springs are down in there, and I won't rattle them around right now because it's going to be pleasant on your ears. No, it won't. But I've got a lot of options to choose from to make two very distinct Lynxes. But ultimately, both of these Lynxes are going to be available for purchase on SilverFoxIndustries. I'm just the guy who's getting to put them all together for experience purposes, and I am the one to choose what they end up looking like, so that will turn out either really good or really bad. But I have, as I showed you, a lot of options at my disposal, so I'm going to get creative. All of the additional pieces like the trigger and the barrels are going to be orange, so let's begin my very nice, simple, straightforward, professional build of the Lynx. Okay, it wasn't that bad. In fact, it was pretty straightforward. Dan has a wonderful build guide online. While it doesn't go into too much detail on some of the parts that I may have missed my first time around, it does do a good job of showing you exactly what you need to do, where all the pieces go, and how everything comes together. I really enjoyed it. In fact, every time I missed a little piece and had to go back, it was really easy to do because the blaster is designed that way. The service pins are perfect, and I love being able to open this up and tweak it really quickly as needed because, again, I did miss a couple steps here and there, but it was really easy to bring it all together and have a nice finished product, and I would absolutely build one of these again given the opportunity. So let me show you what I have produced. Let me show you my babies. First off, we have Stormtroobert, because it looks like a Stormtrooper blaster, but it's Bert. You're gonna get a theme here really quick. Of course, all the accents are in orange. The SF25 is uncoated, so it's not any fancy color, but you have a general color scheme of white and black. I think this is the same kind of like galaxy black. I can't entirely be certain because I am not someone who holds all those 3D prints myself, or the color options I should say, but they look like they match pretty well, so I'm happy with that. and I think the whites are all the same color as well. And I'm happy with how it came out, and this one is performing as expected. I'm seeing it very similar to my Lynx with no barrel on the front, of course. These are the Kuryaka barrels, so as it stands, these ones do not actually come all the way to the front. You will need like a scar barrel to have it fully hit the outside of your Lynx right here. That's not included, just like there's no handle included with a Lynx as per usual, so pick your favorite, something that's most comfortable. I myself enjoy these worker grips. I personally prefer the vertical versions, but there are the slanted ones. This is what I used for my testing purposes, and I wouldn't recommend using a Lynx without some sort of grip because it is very uncomfortable, but it's definitely doable. So Stormtroobert is arguably the fancier of the two, and on a slightly different note, we have its brother. This is Sherbert. The goal here was to use a different color for every piece. I think I accomplished that, though there might be some similarities if you look closely, but clearly this one was a bit more bold. It's a bit more extravagant and definitely looks like a fancy-pantsy toy that I might myself buy one day, and if it doesn't disappear too quickly, you never know what could happen. But I like how this one turned out for a completely different reason, of course. You've got the same general construction, the SF-25 Kuryaka barrel, you just got a little bit more color. One thing I noticed when I was chronographing this one, and again, this is subject to my chronograph being good, not entirely certain, this one seemed to perform slightly lower than the averages of my Stormtroobert and my actual Lynx. Not exactly sure why. The performance as it stands right now is not bad. It just seems a little bit lower than what I think this Lynx is capable of. So I may need to jump back into this one for some extra fine-tuning. Hey, you! Look, we fixed it! Better! If I had to choose my favorite of the two, well, I can't do that. That would be rude. You can't just choose the favorite of your two children. And they come with these little stickers, which I'll probably put on the tubes as well when I'm done. And the only thing left to do now with these foxed up Lynxes is to show them to Ryan and Jesse of SilverFoxIndustries. Does my construction meet their high quality standards? Can I maintain my position as a full-time foxed up Lynx constructor? Make sure to tell them that. I deserve this role. Ryan, I finished the Lynxes for you. Here you go.
How did you get in my house? Oh.
Great news, everyone. They loved it. In fact, they loved both Lynxes so much that they sent my build guide video to Dan so that he could see just how great that was. What an absolute honor. And speak of the devil, it looks like Dan just responded with a video message. Wow, let's take a look what he has to say, shall we?
Hey Beret, it's Dan at Orion Blasters, and I just took a look at your Lynx video, and I gotta say, for the first time putting together a blaster, and for the first YouTube video even, pretty impressive, so stick with it. You may have a future in this sort of thing. A few points of critique. The rail 2 part right here, you actually had installed backwards, so go ahead and flip it around a couple times until it's in the correct orientation like that, and reinstall it, and you'll be good to go. Same with the spacer and the plunger tube, so just flip those around, and you'll be good to go. A bigger point of critique, I'm a little confused on this one, but you didn't actually build a Lynx. See, the Lynx is a double barrel, double magwell blaster, and you came up with a cool concept, this whole, single barrel, single magwell, and that's something I want to explore for sure. It might simplify things, but at the end of the day, SilverFox asked you to build a Lynx, and you built 2 of these half Lynxes, I'm going to call them, I guess. And that's very cool, but really not what SilverFox asked for. So I would recommend you just kind of take everything apart and put it back together to make a proper Lynx. Other than that, it looks pretty good, so that's all I have for you. Have a good day.
What? And on that note, I think it is time to end. Once again, a huge thank you to SilverFoxIndustries for making all of this possible. If you're interested in following them, links to their social media will be in the description box below, including their website where the blasters should be live as of now. Be sure to check that out for all information pertinent to what's included with the blaster, what's not included, any other claims that may have changed since this time, including pricing information. And of course, shout out to Dan for Orion Blasters for being Dan. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you later.